We don't have enough respirators here in the United States of America. We don't have the hospital bed capacity. All of our leaders, medical, political, all of our leaders in America are saying that we have a shortage, a lack of infrastructure in our American healthcare system. That's not China's fault. We spent and we bragged about building up our military over the past several years. We did not brag, put effort, or concentrate in building up our healthcare infrastructure or anything related to it. I looked up today, America, when it comes to having hospital beds per person, ranks 28th in the world, not number one. America likes to brag about being number one. America likes to tear down China and other countries. Most of our prescription pills are made in China. Not only from a stance of accountability, should America own the fact that we've dumped money into the military and neglected our healthcare infrastructure, even though America spends more on healthcare than any other country, and we don't have universal healthcare, and it's the number one cause of bankruptcy. We have poor leadership, period. And we have a poor society that doesn't care enough. They only care about their flag. They don't care about their country. That's the truth. A flag is meaningless. Meaningless. The fruit of your country, the infrastructure, for what matters. You show me where your treasure is, I'll show you where your heart is. 2 months ago, before the coronavirus, our political leaders, our president specifically, released a budget. And the budget was based on cutting social programs and increasing military. That's bottom line. So what I could tell you is this, guys. In times of crisis, you see your weakness. And poor leadership blames other people. Lack of accountability. There's speculation that the virus started in China, and maybe it did. China doesn't have free press, and we can't trust the statistics that come out of that. But we also have a president that keeps calling the press fake news. Can't do that either. Can't do that either. We can't blame China for our own shortcomings. And to be honest with you, even if you wanted to, you have to be strategic. Our country and the world too, but our country is at a weak point. Do you want to start a war with China? Especially, like I said, when most of our prescription drugs, most of our goods are made in China. Like someone commented the other night, well, they're getting ready to attack us. You know, whoever they is, and I understand other entities. But yeah, I mean, guys, if I was smart and I was trying to attack America or another country, I wouldn't bring guns. All the goods that I sell to them, definitely prescription drugs, I would just poison them. They can never trace it back to me. Guys, we're weak because we spent money on the military and we neglected our people, and that's the truth. We neglected to hold our soul to corporations. They're getting a bailout and you're going to have $1,000 in your bank account one time. We sold out what we say we believe in. No one else. We outsourced our integrity to a cheap product made at Walmart. We masturbated to buying Dollar Tree shit. And we got what we asked for. A weak country. A weak leader. And all we have left is a flag that don't mean shit. That you can use to cover your face when you're isolated from society. That's what you can use. Because you sure as hell don't have unity. National Day of Prayer. I remember reading a scripture that if you weren't standing up for the oppressed, if you weren't standing up for the widow, your prayers don't mean shit. That's what I remember in the scriptures. So what I could tell you is this, guys. I don't care if you're Chinese, Australian, American. You're human. All people are pulling political strings, and there may be power struggles behind this epidemic. I mean, I'm not ignorant. However, I see the facts. And the facts are right now, we're scrambling for medical infrastructure, and we spend the most in the world. It's a disgrace. Thank you. Thank you, Gerald. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate all the Starbucks are closed down, man. They got the to-go only. Thank you, brother, very much for hanging with me. I appreciate it. Forgive me, guys. I may be a little bit short tonight, but I traveled a long distance to get back to New Jersey with my mom. Okay. And I'm actually technically probably breaking curfew, even though the cops aren't enforcing it. But 30 at night here in New Jersey, and there's a curfew mandated by the government that they want you in your house. No non-essential travel after 8 p.m. Same thing in Palm Beach County. They don't want you traveling after 9 p.m. We're now in a government shutdown society. And you've seen that through my videos that I've documented this. It's got progressively worse. And we're blaming China, or we can't call it Chinese disease. And look, again, maybe it came from there. But the reason we're failing is because we put our money in the wrong places. And we didn't say anything about trading off our, well, we did say something, but we didn't push enough. And all of us in society, we can't just blame our politicians. Because look, guys, the birth of Walmart started it. That's true. That was part of the major thing. Where we're scared, okay, to have strong production union jobs with benefits. Guys, look, everything's corrupt. But I think you see, when you outsource your life, you can't even buy a mask. You can't even buy anything. You have to wait for it to get shipped over here. And the answer is not to attack other countries, because it's a global pandemic, not an American pandemic. We have viewers in here from Australia. I talked to a friend today in Singapore. Most of the people throughout all the countries, they're just trying to do the best they can, just like the people in Iraq. Look, guys, it's more than a slogan to make America great again. It's easy to blame people. But the truth is, and that's why, like, I did a video a while back, or a couple weeks, about men going their own way. They were blaming their ex-wives or someone who took advantage of them. And I understand that, because there's some issue there. And I don't, it takes two to tango. But the only way you move forward in life is if you own your life. And you say, okay, there may be some legit outside things that made my life harder. But now to go forward, I have to say, look, there's a lot of stuff we can blame ourselves. A lot. Obviously, we have to get this together, but we have to stop allowing our leaders to blame China or to blame this. Guys, we don't know all the facts. And that's the last thing we want to do now, strategically or any other way. Guys, somebody was telling me, like, before I went live, that there was an earthquake by them. Now you got society locked down. You got an earthquake. If you have a war or if you have some type of attack, guys, it's over. Okay. Because the society is already on edge. So what you need to do now, okay, is be political. Okay. In a certain aspect. You need to be a globalist, not a nationalist. Okay. Because the fact is, your prescription drugs come from the globe, not from this country. So instead of you worrying about the downfall of globalism, you should have said, look, let's build some plants before we say that. And let's realize that even if we build a strong country, all countries need each other. Okay. We need leadership to see beyond flags. We need leadership to see beyond cultures. When you're strong, that's the time to be compassionate. When you're weak, that's the time to be strong. But we had opposite leadership. When we thought we were strong, we were nasty to people. And now we're weak. I don't know, nasty or nice, but people don't care. You can't talk bad to people and they don't remember it. Yeah, people have thick skin, but people remember everything, man. I often tell you, like, how do you know if you're dealing with a psychopath or not? Short them 50 cents. Everyone remembers when you short them money. Never forget it. You can short someone 50 cents, they'll remember 50 years from now. So what I could tell you is this, guys. Whoever gets through this, or if we all get through it, or if none of us get through it, the lesson is we don't have enough respirators. We don't have enough hospital beds. We don't have enough prescription pills made in America. And we don't have good enough relationships with other countries that we should. Whose fault is that? All of ours. We allowed it. Okay. And, well, like I say, it's a mental note. It's a mark on the Google Maps. You know, it's amazing too. I mean, it's people worried about spying and stuff like that. Google's now running the government-issued coronavirus website. All your data is there, man. So, but you need it, I guess. We're on Google right now, so I can't be mad at it. But I don't know, man. I don't blame anyone. I mean, obviously, I don't know all the facts. Thank you, Gerald. I appreciate you being kind to me. I believe we'll get through it. Maybe some will, maybe some won't. I don't know. But let's stay positive. I agree with that. And look, speaking now directly to my generation, Generation X, the millennials and younger generation, look, guys, now's the time to step up. Okay. Step up not just with your voice, not just with your politics, but also, look, elderly people, they're going to need you. Because even if, you got to be there. Okay. Do I want to be in Jersey? Hell no. Okay. Hell no. I don't. But there's only one reason I'm here, my mom. And I even told my mom, I didn't see her yet. I said, look, for the next 2 weeks, I'm probably even going to be in contact with you. Because I don't know if I have it. Okay. And I'm healthy because I'm middle age. And, I don't want to make her susceptible. So look, I don't like where we're at, how we got here. However, what can we do? We have to do what we can do. Okay. And we have to use a level of wisdom. And we have to think long term. And we have to remember not to let the political leaders use emotion and divisiveness. Because, like, guys, right now, if you're hating China, you've lost the battle already. Because before you hated China, you hated the NFL football players. Before you hated them, you hated the media. And vice versa. Guys, who should you hate? Whoever was in charge of having our healthcare capacity at bare minimum. Whoever was in charge and having surplus of respirators. Why don't we have enough health infrastructure? Why don't we have our prescription pills made here? And that's what my thoughts tonight. I've been fortunate enough in life where I've traveled a little bit, not as much as some people, but more than some. I grew up in a diverse area with people from all over the world, including China. Different races, different religions. And at the core of it, I believe 80% of people are decent but indifferent, meaning they won't get involved unless they have to. 10% of people are leaders. Okay, they're going to take charge. But out of that 10%, not all are good leaders. They're just leaders. They're take charge people. And the other 10% of people are really nasty. Doesn't matter if it's a coronavirus or things are great. They're nasty people. So you'll have to decide who you are. If you're indifferent, if you're nasty, or if you're a leader, good or bad. And you have to step up. Okay. In whatever way you can. In whatever you have the ability to do. Like Showgirls, I know she does what she can to be a leader in society, be a positive person. And Gerald, I appreciate you just trying to do the best you can, spreading love. And many people. because that will keep you busy the rest of your life. You won't have to worry about blaming people. There's a time to blame people, when you have evidence, when you're out of a crisis, and when it makes sense. Not when it's chaos. Not unless there's alternate motive. I don't trust anyone, guys, when they get to blame game and they get to I don't trust anyone when they tell me about their ex-spouse, and I don't trust anyone when they tell me about a country's bad. Because, guys, right now, it's not about us versus them or this versus that. It's about what can we do to make things better now? What can we do to get along with others? Because there's no wisdom in arguing with people when you're at your weakest, especially. So, to me, it's like total ignorance to even wanting to cause more of a problem. We got enough problems. Don't cause more, okay? Because you ain't going to be the one to fight, okay? Trump dodged the draft in Vietnam. You think he's going to fight if we go against? No, he ain't going to fight. Come on, guys. It's going to be the poor people, okay? People, that's what's going to be, people working at war. So what I tell you is this, guys. Accountability, leadership, step up younger generation. And that doesn't mean you have to do anything crazy. It just means, look, you know who's in your life that you need to take care of if you don't, or if you need to be around, or if you don't. And you have to take care of yourself. Okay? Because you got to be always, self-care is always the number one thing you do with leadership. Okay? And it's not easy. Okay? Especially when society's at a strained point where we're at. But it can be done. And that's my message tonight, guys. Okay? I struggled to go live. I want to because I want to be consistent. And I appreciate those who are watching. Gerald, I appreciate your kindness. Thank you for clicking that thumbs up. I'll read all live comments. My Wi-Fi, my phone's a little spotty. So hopefully this video is coming in good. And I thank you guys for watching. You guys have been very supportive to me. And I don't take it for granted. Because I know you could watch other stuff. And I'm thankful. All right, let's read all live comments. Mary. Hey, Mary. Hey, Sam. Hello to you. Street Life. What's up, man? Have no fear. Street Life is here. Well, welcome. I appreciate you. Earnhardt, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Good evening to you also, man. Thank you. Luke, positive man. Hey, man, I guess you're going back to New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey, man. I'm not happy about it, but I really evaluated it, man. Again, if my mother wasn't alive, I would not. I had enough resources. It wasn't fun, but it was more fun than being in New Jersey. So I would have stayed in Florida. There's only one reason why I'm in New Jersey, my mom. Because I'm still going to be sleeping in my car. I told my mom that I probably won't even make contact with her for 2 weeks. Because it doesn't make sense for me to come up here and start to hug her. And then, God forbid, I have a virus. And let me wait 2 weeks so things go a little bit. That's my plan right now. Stay up here a couple days, couple weeks. Let things shake out. Because, in the midst of the society problems, of course, my mom, there's some family problems, which I'm sure all you can relate to. And that's why, like all of you, I'm sure that, you probably don't want to be quarantined with your family. And I understand that. I'm not saying you have to decide. Everyone has to decide their own individual circumstance. And I understand it. But believe me, I struggled with it, man. Believe me, I did not want to come back, man. In South Carolina, I was very close to turning back around. But I just keep seeing things get worse. My mom's got some issues going on up here, and I just felt like I needed to be up here. I felt like it makes sense for the most part in the overall picture of where everything's at. I do feel, in my opinion, I could be wrong on this, guys. I do feel we're going to go to some type of national lockdown eventually, if it gets worse, because it's just progressively getting there. I don't think, maybe the leaders don't want it. Maybe they do. Hopefully we don't. Because my ideal thing would be in a couple weeks, we can find out where the breakout is concentrated, get things somewhat isolated, and society stays at least still free to travel at will. But I'll tell you right now, the streets are barren. And I'll tell you right now, even if the virus gets contained to certain areas, at what point do you allow society to go back to normal, quote unquote? Because if people are now, even if people fought off the illness and they have immunity, they're still going to spread it. So this is going to be a long-term journey, at least how I'm looking at it. So I don't think we'll ever go back to a normal society again, to a certain extent. I mean, I think obviously you're going to have to re-engage, but I think, guys, this really changed society long-term. I could be wrong. I don't know the future. No one does. So I don't try to give you guys false information, but these are my thoughts that I'm sharing with you. Let's continue to read your live comments. He said, hey, Sam, I guess you're back in New Jersey. Smart move. You could be trapped for months. Well, look, if I would be trapped, I'd rather be trapped in Florida, to be honest with you. However, I would not be at peace, especially other things going on in my mom's personal life. If my mom, God forbid, she got sick, I couldn't get up here, and there's other shit going on. So I want to be thankful. Let me find some things to be thankful for, because in a crisis, you're gonna have to trick yourself to be positive. I want to be thankful that it's not the dead of the winter. I want to be thankful that I do have the ability to be up here. So, there's a lot of things to be thankful for. And, that's what you're going to have to do. Capstar, hey, Sam, hello to you. Good to see you, Capstar. Fireproof, 4 videos, 1 day. Well, I want to share it I like to try to share things as live time as possible, because that's where the energy and flow is. So sometimes I save a video for the next day, but especially when I'm traveling, I like to give you guys exactly things how I see it, because the energy is a good flow. Subject Zero, what's up, man? Hey, Sam. First congressman. Oh, really? First congressman to test positive for the coronavirus is, forgive me for saying the name wrong, Diaz Balart from Florida. I didn't know that. The mayor of Miami also has coronavirus. This disease does not discriminate. No, definitely not. And some people have been shedding false information that you can't get the coronavirus if it's 75 degrees or higher. That's false. Because there's a bunch of people in Miami that have it. Broward County and Dade County are the top 2 counties. So, yeah, thank you for sharing that. Look, guys, it's hit all 50 states now, even West Virginia. So it doesn't matter where you live. Obviously, the more densely populated areas, obviously the areas where there's more travel, and Miami is a big travel destination with people from all over the country and world. Wherever there's, just like New York, and Seattle has a different, so wherever you have a lot of movement, a lot of people, that's where the infection rate will probably be the highest. It makes sense, right? So it's numbers. But thank you for sharing that, because I didn't know that, brother. Nicole, hello to you, Nicole. Good to have you. Showgirls, very proud of you, Showgirls, for being a leader. Love to you and your daughter. You're just trying to do the best you can. So stay safe out there. And just remember, guys, just play it cautious, because things are a little bit, in one sense, when society isn't functioning normal, the 10% of people that are nasty, they're going to show up. Like I say, you're going to see in a crisis, you're going to see the best of humanity and the worst. So already I see a little bit nastiness out there, and not with toilet paper, just like, because there's nasty people like chaos. They like anarchy. They've been praying for this moment. Okay. So you just have to understand that. Okay. And move cautiously in times of crisis. Luke, this is getting really scary, my man. America has shown me through the crisis, we are not free country. No, it's not. Look, guys, in a matter of 5 weeks, they've took away most of your major rights. One is the right to assemble. We understand why, if what they're telling us is real, but it's, and some people say we should act like China. Guys, I don't know what China did, because they don't have a free press. So every time you say fake news, you destroy the Constitution. I hope you know that. Because First Amendment is free press. So the bottom line is, what we know China did, there was a whistleblower doctor who tried to tell the world about this possible disease, and he was silenced by the government. And they forced people into quarantine. From what we don't know how true this is. They forced people into quarantine. They didn't ask them. They didn't do voluntary. They don't have a constitution, guys. They don't have democracy. However, we can't blame them for the fact that we don't have respirators. We don't have hospital beds. What we have is a military and a flag, okay? And what all that does now is give you a stronger way to be locked down in your house, okay? So we have to rethink how we run this country. All the corporations are already they're waiting to get bailed out. Waiting. They're basically said, look, we're going to fold up. Just give us money. Print money. Pay for it later. And guys, what I could tell you, look, the younger generation, speak up, get involved, okay? Because the baby boomers, they're the most vulnerable, okay? And there's some good baby boomers, but there's some nasty ones too, that they didn't care. They just cared about their flag, okay? They're going to die and they're going to leave us a mess. That's truth. Budgets out the wazoo. You got no retirement. You got no stability. You got no respirators. All you got is a flag that don't mean shit. A flag only represents the health of your society. And if you don't have a healthy society, all you have is a piece of cloth. And right now, people are killing each other for toilet paper. Okay. And people will use the American flag to wipe their ass if they need to. Never forget it. Okay. So what I could tell you is this: find strength in being the best of humanity, not in a banner. Okay. Because that's where, if you're a patriot of humanity, that's where it's found. Whether you're Chinese, American, Australian, doesn't matter. Okay. So that's what I would say. Tony, sending support, Sam. The anxiety must be high for you as a nomad. You know, it's definitely more of a struggle. I wouldn't say anxiety. Frustration, yes. But I know all of society is frustrated. But look, the nomad life has been exposed, period. And I did videos about it because I don't lie to you guys. And I told you guys since the beginning, it's a risky thing to be a nomad. And elderly people shouldn't do it. This is exactly why. Because you gain flexibility and freedom. You trade off your stability. Oh, and there's somebody here that thinks that I want to know their nasty opinions. I don't want to know their nasty opinions. What I could tell you is this, guys. Nomadic Fanatic did a video today about a song and not having paper. Bob Wells did a video about just a bunch of nothing. The top two nomads. Okay. Bottom line is their business going to dry up because the nomad life has been exposed for what it is you're vulnerable in society. Okay. And I mean, I never thought a day like this would come. But the bottom line is not having a house, especially when you're a senior citizen, you're screwed. Period. I mean, I never saw a day like this coming, but I always tell you guys, the older you get, the more risk you take. I got videos documenting it. You know, a lot of people gave me pushback that didn't want to be told they were too old to do something. They say, Sam, you're never too old. Age is just a number. I want to die in my camper. Guys, you couldn't die in your camper now if you wanted to because there's nowhere to park it. The campgrounds are closed, man. Starbucks are closed. Planet Fitness is closed. You got to have an exit strategy. That's what I've been telling you. And so I tell you, I saw the same thing. Dave Ramsey has been exposed. That guy's a fucking fraud, man. Today, all of a sudden, now he's changing his baby steps. He goes, well, you know what? Save more than $1,000 because now you're going to need it. Don't pay off debt yet. He's a fucking fraud. Just Trump. Claim bankruptcy and then he hollers at poor people. Go fuck himself. So what do I think? I think Bob Wells a fraud. And I think Nomadic Fanatic, we've been to he's a fraud. He's an entertainer. Okay. And it's my opinion. Okay. I know other people have different opinions. It's my opinion. So what I tell you guys is just think about what you want for the future and what you want for yourself and make the most of your life. I'm a little bit worried about 1,500 miles and I'm tired a little bit. I gotta get some sleep soon, but I'm going to regroup. I mean, I haven't taken a shower in a couple of days. There's no fucking gyms on the road. I got to figure out something with campgrounds because I'm not going to be in my mom's house. I already told you I'm still going to be sleeping in my car. So next couple of days, I got to regroup a little bit. I got to think about a strategy here. I got to do some self-care. But you persevere. Okay. And, like someone made a comment like, oh, it's a shame, one day you were drinking coconut juice out of a palm tree and now, you're pissed. And I said, yeah, but I thank God that I seized the moments of my life. There's some people that have just been waiting to live their dream life and now they don't have that shot right now. Society's in a freeze. Guys, you seize the moment when you can. You're going to get good days and you're going to get bad days. Every day isn't a day drinking a coconut under a palm tree. I wish it was. So I love you. I love you whom I love. I love you. I love everyone, guys. That's positive. I mean, I got to be me. So I understand that my views may hurt some people that are opposite to me. You got to do you. All I'm trying to say is I'm not mad if you have a different view than me. Just don't try to change me. Don't try to change me. I don't want to change you either. If we can vibe, great. If we can't vibe, we can't vibe. Because, guys, I need all my strength to go forward. Um, and that's what. Let's continue. Luciano, man, shout out to Arizona, man. How's everything out there? Let me take a hydration break real quick, brother. Stay positive. Let's not be selfish. Amen. Think of others. Yep. Self-care. There you go. Home push-ups. Yeah, I got to get it, man. I feel my, yeah, you're right. Lots of water. You're good. Good job, Luciano. Keep hammering, brother. You're a good man, Luciano. Love to you and your brother, man. God bless you. Nicole, yep, that's the truth. Luke, people need to wake up if we get out of this with minimal scars. I know for me, I am changing the way I prep and prepare. Good job. Living in this country. Good job, Luke. I agree. Backwoods, shout to the Northwest, brother. You guys are seriously affected. Love to you. Love to your family. Hey, Sammy. Everyone is distracted by this virus. Well, rightfully so. It's a major shutdown, guys. Health crisis, then economic crisis, and then it's going to be a civil unrest crisis. And you're going to possibly get to a bad place in society. It's the way it's going. So what you got to do is you got to take life one day at a time. Okay, and you got to focus on what you can control. You have to be a positive light in society. Be the best in society. Don't be the worst. Just do the best you can. Street life. You know the world wants to blow off the map. I don't know that, but I know for years we bullied the rest of the map. So America is just as accountable. Okay, so America, look, now, like we're pissed. We had less than 100 people die, probably more tomorrow. How many people died in Iraq? Facts show us that we were wrong for going in there because there was no weapons of mass destruction. Hundreds of thousands of Iraqis died. Okay, so look, guys, we also made our own bed. Okay, and we've had bad policy at times. But however, look, this is not about beating America up. It's not about beating China up, though, either. What I want to focus on is let's get a surplus of respirators, a surplus of prescription pills and other products that we pay American workers good money, because no one was fighting for the American worker. Guys, we were fighting over if China was going to buy more meat from our farmers, and we subsidize our farmers. That's what we were fighting over for the last 2 years with trade. Where did that get us? Nowhere. Okay. So what I can tell you guys, got to rethink the way we look at life. Street Life 2020. Well, I disagree. I didn't vote for him. I voted for Hillary. He did some good things, but he's a failed leader. Bottom line. Failed leader. That's what the fact shows right now. Okay. So Obama was a winner. Period. Okay. So Obama left with the stock market tripled. World peace. Okay. And everything was in good shape. So did Bill Clinton. There's two presidents in my lifetime that the American people did not vote for. Okay. The majority of citizens voted for Al Gore. The majority of citizens voted for Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump won on electoral vote. So did George Bush. What happened when George Bush took over? Okay. The economy was doing great. There was peace. When Bush took over, 9/11 happened on his watch, and we had the Great Recession 2007. Obama took over, tripled the stock market, peace, ended wars, caught Osama bin Laden. Gave it to Trump. Trump went up like rocket fuel and came down like a lead balloon. Okay, so the facts are failed leader, period. However, if you want to vote for him again, I'm at you. I got to share my opinion. Now, do I like Sleepy Joe? No. I would have liked to see Bernie or Andrew Yang. So I can understand why you say Sleepy Joe's a disaster. But at this point, I want everyone to just try to get out as good as possible. Showgirls. Guess how many stealth bombers were used and how many have been statues in tourist area for years. Wasted money, starving, and homeless could have had housing. Amen. Look, we wasted trillions, and we're giving billions and trillions to Wall Street again with no shame. And we look down on San Francisco and on all the homeless people because we say they're a drag on the system. What about all these corporations that are sucking taxpayer money and they're going to outsource your job again and again? And you're going to have a leader that's fighting over trade for no reason. What did we get out of trade? We didn't get anything. Okay, no jobs came back. You didn't get anything. Mar-a-Lago, Trump's resort. You know he hires foreign workers and pays them minimum wage. You fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Okay, so if you really loved America, why doesn't he hire American workers at a good paying rate with benefits? Facts, not emotion. Facts. Okay, that's fact. Okay, man. Let's sue China. No, let's take accountability. That for decades now, under all leaders, we have sold this country out, and it's not just affecting America, guys. So I don't want to But I live in America, so I speak on it. But all the world's going through this. We got some great viewers from Australia. They're struggling too. It's a global pandemic. But look, guys, we did it to ourselves in a certain aspect. And we have to start there. Accountability. And then we'll grow from there. Luke, the government controls us just more gently. Yeah, I would agree. Look, 5 days have shown it. You don't have much control. That's so true. I would agree. K-Man, howdy, sir. It's great to see you, K-Man. Love to you, brother. Luke, I 100% stand. We are weak. We are. And that's okay. Sometimes you have to be shown that you're weak so that you can get stronger. And that's okay. Showgirls, no, it's 2 checks now. Well, guys, in my opinion, it should be a check every month until the day you die as a citizen birthright, okay? Because we print money, and you'll never get as much money as the corporations already stole from us. So we're going to flip that shit around, guys, okay? $1,000 minimum every month to the day you die, universal health care, okay? And we're going to get everyone working now, prescription drugs done in this country, respirators, everything. And we could do trade and all that. But guys, look, I mean, we can't say that, we were building this country because we weren't. Are prescription drugs made or no? They're not. So right now, we're still very weak. So what I could tell you is, guys, don't feel bad about getting government handouts because corporations, you can never get as much as the corporations got. We sold this country out to corporations. And that's truth. And we got to do better. Hopefully this is a wake-up call. Isaac, hey, everyone. Hello to you. Luke, $1,000, that is such BS. Yeah, even if, like Showgirl says, we get $2,000, that's still BS. Guys, you ain't gonna be, that's going to be 2 months worth of supplies. You're going to be on lockdown for about 6 months. Most rent, average rent in America right now is $1,200. And they're talking about suspending rent or suspending mortgage. And then what are you going to do with the person who owns the property? Are they going to go bankrupt? It's a whole cascading thing. The whole system may collapse. It's true. Okay, man, howdy, Isaac. Luke, this country is a failure. To a certain extent, you have to start. Like Trump said, I remember Trump told during the debates, he told a Muslim American woman that, look, we have a problem with radical extremist Islam. He said we have to say it first in order to correct it. Well, we have a problem with extremist patriots, okay, who don't really care about this country and have a slanted view, okay, because the person they elected does not hire Americans factually. Look at Mar-a-Lago, okay, did not change anything with regards to what's made here, how corporations are screwing us, or better our healthcare system. What he did was spend more money on defense and lower our domestic spending. And that is the factual evidence. Our country has failed because of that partly. Partly, this is outside of anyone's control. So you can't put all the blame on any one leader or any one thing. This is a global pandemic. Now, could this be some type of conspiracy theory with another country or with our country? It could be. I don't know. No one knows that. You won't find that out till a century later or decades later. So I can only speak on what we know so that we can improve it. But like you're saying, to admit we're weak and we're a failure is good, because just like Trump was willing to speak up to that lady, we have to be willing to speak up to our leaders and say, look, we're not the best country. We're the weakest right now. We should be a lot better, guys. A lot stronger. Okay, a lot smarter. We're not. We fell for the banana in the tailpipe with waving of a flag. All it took was just a wave of flag. People got excited. And that's not good. Not good. Gerald, thank you, brother. I love you all my heart. I don't know, Gerald, if we'll ever be able to eat in Starbucks again, man. It's not looking good. But I love you, man, and I appreciate you staying with me. I know sometimes you may disagree, and I thank you. Tony, $50 billion for Boeing. Total disgrace. I heard $60 billion, brother. $150 for the big hotel chains. Guys, Paris Hilton, who basically did a reality show about what it would be like if she was poor. She dealt with that for about 5 minutes. Paris Hilton and that publicly traded company, like he said, they're going to get hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. I mean, guys, we cut food stamps over the past 2 years. I've never been on food stamps either, but I want to speak on it. Okay. We cut food stamps and we pandered to all the narrow-minded people that we were going to make America great by putting people, get them all food stamps. Huh. You know who's on food stamps the most? The corporations. And you sit there and you'd have no problem with it. You should be so irate right now. So irate. We should have a shared stock market. Every 1% of revenue gets taxed and the dividend goes right to the people for life. Period. You want to trade on the publicly open markets? Every 1% of your revenue gets taxed and redistributed to every United States citizen. Period. That's it for life. If you don't want to do it, you're not a publicly traded company in America. Period. That's how you start to change shit. Okay. No bailouts until we do that. Guys, like Trump would say, who's negotiating for you? This is when you negotiate. When you got the corporations by the balls, okay? And you get, you don't negotiate when now's the time to negotiate, but you got the wrong person in there. You got the wealthiest president ever. He never had to worry about health care. He's never really hired American workers other than his family member, total nepotism. And this is why it matters who you vote for. It does. Now, do I think any other leader would do great? No. Do I think the pandemic still could have happened under any other leader? Yes. Do I put all the blame on Trump? No. Do I put some blame on us citizens? Yes. Do I blame China? Don't know enough evidence. Okay. That's how I really feel. Okay, let's continue. Street Life, $1,000 check works for me. Yeah, for about 1 month, and then you're going to be broke. And that's what happens, man. And it's a shame. You need to be in a shared economy, man. Now, look, if you want to take the money and just do nothing with it and be lazy, that's your right. Okay, because look, if the corporations take that $60 billion and they just buy back stock, is that their right? That's what they've been doing. So, I know some people are going to take it and they're just going to chill. But you know what? I don't care, because Boeing's going to take that $60 billion. I guarantee they're going to buy back some stock. They're not going to do infrastructure spending. So, hey guys, look, everyone's going to blow their money a little bit different. The cops are circling around here too, just so you guys know. It's martial law. Luke, I'm telling you, next true medical martial law is very soon. Guys, cops are circling, man. So I can't even be out here that long. It's true. Luke, you made the right decision going back to New Jersey. I hope I did, man. Pray for me. Tariq, see, you are in here. I'm here. Tony, the majority of Americans want public health care. I agree. We're the only industrialized nation that doesn't have it. And we spend the most on health care in any other country. And healthcare costs are number one cause of bankruptcy. And we don't have enough respirators, and we don't have enough hospital beds. What are we spending all this damn money on? Doctors that got 3 houses, 3 BMWs, and that's it. Nurses are underpaid, in my opinion. Caretakers are underpaid, in my opinion. And the people don't have healthcare. Total fucking scam, my opinion. I'm so glad you went back to your mom. Thank you. I didn't say anything last night, but I hoped you would go back. I know all the girls that look at me like a teddy bear. They hope I take care of my mom. I know, But like I say, never trust a guy just because he likes his mom and he likes his dog. And all my guys out there, look at how a daughter speaks to her mother. Like a lot of times girls tell me, you could tell how a man is, how he treats his mother. Well, I'll tell you that. I'll tell all my guys out there, you can tell how the girl is by how she treats her mother. And if that daughter treats her mother like shit, that's what she's about. Shit. Okay. So all my guys out there that want a relationship, this is why I tell you also stay single and have kids. Okay. Because now if you're pregnant and the coronavirus going around, you wish you had never brought a kid in this world. I've been telling you guys for years, don't have kids, don't get married. Now you got to worry the rest of your life. Too bad. I'm sorry. But I got lack of sleep, so I got to share this real quick. But what I can tell you right now, all my men out there that want to date, and if you want to avoid becoming a men going their own way, I want you to look at how the girl you're dating treats her mother. If she treats her mother like shit, she ain't shit. Period. Okay. Just like Sonny told the guy from the Bronx Tale, if she don't open that damn door don't turn your back on her. That's truth. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's continue. Milano, Sammy, BJ gas 165. Milano, that gas gonna be about 65 cents in another couple of weeks, brother. So don't worry about it, man. Gas going down. So is the economy, man. The economy's about to tank out. Street Life, I don't want public health care. Well, Street Life, man, you do you, man. So if let me ask you, Street Life, you have a heart attack, can we deny you health care? Now you probably don't care, but the bottom line is, if you have a heart attack, you're the reason that healthcare costs are up. Because if you don't have health care, okay, and you go into a hospital, we're going to have to, the taxpayer paying for that. Just like if you drove a car and you didn't have car insurance and you crashed into someone else's, the other people who pay for car insurance pay for it. Why does Florida, and I know because I'm a Florida resident, why does Florida have the highest car insurance in the country? Because we have the most uninsured drivers. So you're the reason that most of society pays a higher premium. But I don't want to be destitute. I want everyone to just get, okay? Why? Because the government prints money and they give bailout to the corporations. So if you want to take your $1,000 and maybe you're just trolling, maybe you're just being nasty. I know 10% of people are nasty, even in an emergency. That's your prerogative, okay? I know the game. I'm not mad at you. I'm not going to change my viewpoint because you're nasty. Just like I'm not going to say let's not help poor people because maybe a couple poor people are nasty, because a couple of rich people are nasty, okay? I look at life through a spectrum, okay? And I could see beyond the bullshit that you're feeding me. I know you're feeding me bullshit. I know, like, come on, street life. Come on, man. I know you're feeding me bullshit, but I understand bullshit, okay? But what I say is we going forward, okay? And when we go forward, there'll be some people that are about bullshit. That's right. That's life, okay? But we're going forward. You still thinking about RV? Yes. It's looking really good right now. I definitely am. To be mobile on wheels. I wish I would have bought the Corrado Axion. That's the truth. But you can't look backwards. Got to go forward. Thank you, Luke. Tony. Sam, you're yeah, I'm out here, man. I'm out in the street. Chad. Hey, Sam. How's it going? I'm doing the best I can. I'm a little tired. I see you are surviving. I'm thankful. I am 100% right. Stay safe, man. God bless you, Chad. I appreciate you being positive, man. I appreciate that. Street life. No, I'm not. Laugh out loud. I understand the game, man. I understand your mindset. Tony, U.S. is the only country without public health care. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It really is. We pay the most for health care. We're all not insured, and we don't have enough respirators. And it's the number one cause of bankruptcy. All the facts say it's our fault that our health care system is inferior. Period. It's facts. Luke, it's such sadness seeing the panic in people's eyes at the grocery stores, especially the elderly and homeless. All my younger generation, look, if you got decent, look, if you got abusive family members, look, let them die alone. Fuck them. That's what I say. If you got family members that, you love, you got to be there for them. Okay. Believe me, I'd rather be in Florida right now. Okay. So you got to decide, though. I don't tell anybody else how to live. Tom? Hey, Sam, how's it going at your mom's? Well, I'm still going to self-quarantine. I told my mom I'll be around. I'll see her visually. I'm going to self-quarantine for a couple weeks. There's some other shit going on. I got to be around. And so I just got to take it one day at a time, man. And I'm going to be thankful. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to have a positive attitude. I'm venting a little bit, but I'm not going to be negative with my mom. She don't need to hear that. Look, guys, when you're with your mom or you're with someone who's has a weaker mindset or gets a little bit more fearful, you have to be stronger. Okay. You got to. Okay. That's part of leadership. Okay. Even if you're pissed, you got to act happy. You got to be happy. Why? Because, look, guys, you got to be strong when other people are weak. Okay. But in a good way. Okay. Not in you're this great person, because we're all human. We can all be broken. Okay. Me included. So let's stay positive. So, girls, no curfew in Destin. As usual, pretty much theater, bars, everything closed. 6 feet away rule. Yep. Still have groceries. Bills are hard to pay online. Don't work. Yeah, I miss Florida. Look, Florida is very freeing in Florida, but car insurance high as hell because most people don't have car insurance and they drive crazy. But other than that, I love Florida. Luke, this country is an illusion. That's true. George Carlin said that. That we cling to our own lack of self-independence. Well, that's an interesting way to say it. Good job, Luke. Street life. Look, when something's free, government puts rules on it. Hey, look, when we give free money to the corporations, do we put rules on it? No, because we're ignorant. We don't pay attention to that. We only pay attention to poor people scamming the system. Total disgrace. Everyone is going to get basic services in the richest country in the world. Okay? If you want to make more, the productive people will be rewarded. But we're not going to play this game anymore where corporations get major welfare, major handouts with no strings attached, and we deprive people of basic services, and nothing's still not made here. Not buying it. I know what you're trying to do. You can have your view, but I'm not going to agree with it. Never agreed with it. And that's not my mindset. And that's not where I'm leading. That's not what I'm about. And so I love you. I wish the best for you. If we can vibe, we can vibe. But if we're on different pages, it's better you just go your separate ways. Because I have my views, your views. I don't want to change you. Don't try to change me. I think you kind of know where I'm at. I know where you're at. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to still be part of this group? If you do, great. If not, I don't want to control you. I don't want to tell you to change your mind. You have to be you. I have to be me. Period. Good job. Juliana. Hey, Sam. Shout out to Australia. Which Trump's plan going forward with all this? Total disaster. Our prime minister said we have to have 6-month plan. See, that's leadership. And be ready to put up the anti. I don't know what that means. He said 2-week lockdown is not going to work. Well, wait a minute. Let me correct myself. I have to find out more. He's saying a 6-month lockdown. I don't know if I could agree with that. So I would have to know more about his plan, and I don't want to speak on that at a turn. But all I can tell you is love to you and love to every other country, because I don't want to act like America. And that's why I thank God we do have viewers from all over the world. So look, I don't know. Every country, I guess, is going to handle it a different way based on their infrastructure and based on their pandemic breakout, which is right. So I don't know all the facts in Australia, so it's hard for me to speak on that. That's why I tried to speak on America. I try to acknowledge, though, we're all connected through humanity, whether you're in China, Australia, whatever, it doesn't matter. And most people are not the rich elite. They're just regular people trying to do the best they can. Doesn't matter if you're in China, Australia, or America. And that's kind of who I speak to. But the particulars to how each country should handle it, it's tough to tell because each country is different. And so, I can only speak on our country, which one is we got to get the respirators, we got to get the test kits, and we got to get the hospital beds. And what I could tell you is it's shown that our medical, statistically, we have less hospital beds per person than 28 other countries, but we claim to be the wealthiest. So what I could tell you is, hold on a second. What I could tell you is that's not acceptable. So that's kind of like the only plan that I know at this point. But keep me posted on what's going on your end, because that's interesting. Love to you, Juliana. And I appreciate you staying up late, too, because I know it's late in Australia. And I love you, and I appreciate that about you. Love to you and your daughters. My man, MG Dictionary. Instead of blame, always look for cause. It's higher form of learning. Good job. And comprehension of a situation. Excellent way to say that. Much love to you, brother. Also, much love and respect to you. Milano, Sammy, they need to remove taxes to people. I stop taxing gas. Guys, a lot of stuff's going to stop because it looks like you're headed for a recession. How long will it last? Will it be an official? I don't know. I don't know the future. I don't want to tell people how to invest. All I can tell you is, look, it's looking a little bit choppy right now. Thank you, Milano. Stay strong, brother. You and Emilio, I got love for you, man. Luke, I can't believe we laid down like a dead dog over this lack of proof virus to the government's demands. We are a emasculated country. Well, look, it's tough. I mean, again, none of us know all the facts. I don't think you'll know them for centuries or decades, I should say. So, look, I can understand why I'm complying because, look, you don't know enough not to comply. So right now, what we have to do is just monitor the situation, be informed. It's not China's fault that we don't have enough respirators. It's not China's fault that we don't have enough hospital beds. It's not China's fault that we spent more money on military and we decreased the budget domestically. That's why it's not China's fault, it's our fault, okay? We treasured the industrial military complex and we diminished the value of domestic health and well-being and infrastructure. And we're paying the price because we budgeted for an unhealthy society, and that's exactly what we got, period. So, brother, we got to stay strong. Easy Rider. Utah had a big earthquake. I heard about that, man. I'm praying. I think my man Ryan told me that. So I'm praying for them, man. Guys, last thing we need now is other stuff. Street life. Because they get to put on a list, have to be wait to be cured. What I can tell you is this. Right now, you're put on a list. Okay, right now, America is the only industrialized nation that doesn't have universal health care. And right now, we don't have enough respirators. And what they said is if you're older, you're not going to be first to get a respirator. Okay, so right now, you're already put on a list, guys. So you haven't realized that, okay? And so what I could tell you is right now, okay, if you're an NBA player and you got millions, you're able to get the coronavirus test. If you're a regular person in the street, you get the coronavirus test unless you're throwing up in the hospital. So you already got the raw end of the deal through private health care. So you know what I say? Universal health care, okay? Because you already got the banana in the tailpipe and you haven't realized it yet. So love to you. Luke, we gave up our freedoms and asked government to save us with the pandemic. $1,000 checks. Hey guys, look, the federal government prints money, okay? They bail out corporations. Let them take care of the people and domestic issues and let them masturbate to their own military games on their own. Let's take care of our people. Showgirls, gas is dirt cheap because the economy's tanking. Florida, $1.96 per gallon. And right now in New Jersey, it's about $2.37 per gallon. So higher in New Jersey. But what I can tell you is when gas goes low, that usually means the economy is also going low, slower growth rate. Tony, street life, stop watching Fox News and Alex Jones. Well, hey guys, look, they have a level of truth. Every press outlet, whether it's Alex Jones, Fox, CNN, or any other one, they all have a level of truth and they also have opinion. However, I believe in a free press. That's our first constitutional right. And I I will always stand for that. Free press, no matter who you are. Street Life, Tony Acid, and Truth. Luke, I appreciate your updates, my man. I thank you. I could definitely feel the scary vibe when you were in Maryland. Total disaster, man. Looked like a scary movie. It was worse in Florence, South Carolina. That was total disaster. Nasty neighborhood. Vlad, fear is a form of control to a certain extent, but there's a level of caution that should be heeded to all people. Thank you, man. Good to see you, Vlad. Gerald, man, thank you for showing me love. You've been consistent, and I thank you for those gracious tips, brother. Don't take it for granted, and I thank you, man. Gerald, love to you and your doggy, man. Hold your doggy tight, man. Hold your doggy tight. Eric, we are all getting $1,000 in April, $1,000 in May. Guys, if we go into a recession, that's just going to pay your bare essentials. So bottom line is the system is broken, and that one-time check is to pacify you. That's like after you get fucked, if you're a prostitute, they leave $1,000 like a pretty woman. Yeah, that's nice that Richard Gere left $1,000 on the hotel bedstand, but you still got fucked and you got to go back to the streets and sell your soul. So what I can tell you is this, guys, I don't want to go back to Melrose Lane and prostitute for the corporations, okay? What I want to do is take that $1,000 and say, look, multiply that times 10 for the rest of my life, okay? And give me universal health care too. Why? Because I'm negotiating right now, okay? You negotiate right now before you give out billions to corporations and you get $2,000 and you get happy. Negotiate. Good job. Chat. Man, Sam, different seeing you with a hoodie on. It's total disaster. I know it doesn't look as sexy. I know, guys, I lost my sexiness. I know. I'm an honest person. You with a hoodie on, I try to do the best I can, man. I'm trying to do the best I can. Thank you, chat. Street Life, have no fear. I'll save you all. Make you immune, Corvid. Look it up. See, I saved you all. Well, Street Life, just try to stay positive, brother. I know what you're about. Look, it's crazy time for sure, and good needs to outweigh the bad. There's good people out there. And try to, Sean, do the best we can. Yep, step up, guys. Now's the time when leaders step up. Good job, Luke. My man, dictionary. Ancient intuition. Amasco saying, I was born to die. We're all terminally ill, even if you don't have the coronavirus. That's true. So why not live and enjoy what you can? Well, yeah, as long as you're not past curfew and as long as you're not with more than 10 people, because you can't do that. We are all citizens of the earth. Yep, but we can't go in Starbucks and eat anymore. Yes, no flags. Yep, but we can't go into Planet Fitness either. Takes a man to say that. You know what it is, brother. I appreciate you support me. Mango in the world. Hate is the mask that fear wears. Yep. People are more emotional. You get it, brother. MTG Dictionary. Thank you, brother. Be the Builder. $2 super chat. Socks fun, man. I haven't masturbated in 2 days, man. I'm on edge, man. Thank you, Be the Builder, because I'll tell you, man, my sock, I haven't been to a laundromat. I haven't gotten a sock. This is my sock right now, man. Guys, I gotta take a hot shower. I gotta masturbate, and I gotta get my second win, man, because it's a total fucking disaster. Be the Builder, man. Thank you for your love. I appreciate that very much, man. Thank you. Hank Life, what's up, brother? Hey, brother, I hope you're doing well. Well, I hope you and your dog are also doing well, brother. You're a great, loving man. You've been kind to me. Love to you and your dog. I hope you guys are doing okay, whether you're in your camper or whether you're back maybe at your parents' house or whatever. But love to you, Hank. Henry, you're a good man, brother. I hope you're still in here and you hear that, and I appreciate you. I do. Chad, good question, Sam. Good question. Way not medicine and stuff made. We're a global, connected humanity, and we should continue to be that. We should want other countries to prosper, and we should have good relations. You're never going to get along with everyone, just like I don't get along with everyone in live chat. However, don't be nasty to people for no reason in one sense. And also, look, it's our own fault that we've neglected our own domestic policies. Luke, I'm telling you, adopted animal therapy would be a huge for lonely and sick. It had been proven that they help out stress and give us deep companionship. Yes, if you have a house and reliable income and you want to spend that time, but taking care of a dog is a big responsibility. And there's a lot of people that struggle to take care of themselves. So, however, my mom does struggle to take care of herself and the dog does help her. So there's no one answer for that, but you're correct. Luke, during these hard times, I can understand that point. James, Sam baby, it turns out the coronavirus started in China. We don't know that. We don't have the facts. When a gentleman caught a few bats, that's what I've heard, but we don't know that for true. They also say Vietnam happened because we got a ship bombed, and that turned out to be false. So right now, we don't know enough facts. There's too much floating in the air. The bottom line is the bat and the wet markets that we think this started in. The fact is, we still don't have enough hospital beds. We don't have enough respirators. We don't have a good domestic policy. Our prescription drugs aren't made in the U.S. They're made in China. So is it the wet market's fault, the bat's fault, the disease fault that we still outsource our prescription drugs to China? No, it's our fault. It's Americans. Never forget it. Good job, Don. Thank you for sharing that, brother. Nicole, this video is spot on. Well, I'm glad I helped somebody. And I think, Luke, I hope we all get out of this soon. Me too. 12, 18 months here. That's what I heard, man. Trump saying that. Economy take a hit. There'll be a lot of bailouts, man. The most people are going to suffer are the lower and middle class. You know what it is, Luke. That's how they do it, man. Screw the regular people. Tom, one finger up. You stay positive. Tom lost his job today, man. And he's a positive brother, hardworking mechanic. I'll tell you right now, guys, if you don't have your oil changed, get your car maintenance done now before they don't have car mechanics. I mean, before you can't drive freely. Get your car maintenance done immediately. Rob. Woo, you're insane. I'm in New Jersey, yes. I'm sure it will give you even more perspective. It does. Best to you and your mom. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that positive comment. Rick Floss, what's up, man? Hey, Sam. Now is actually a great time to be a nomad. Nah, it's the worst, man. Solo wilderness dwellers have no chance of getting the coronavirus. They have no chance of getting the coronavirus, but they have no chance of getting resources because they're out in the wilderness. And I don't know, man. It's just not the life I want to live. And I think right now you need shelter. However, to each their own. Like I always tell you guys, the nomad life has pros and cons. Everyone has to weigh their individual circumstance. But if you're elderly and you get sick, living in the wilderness is not a blessing, it's a burden. If you're elderly or if you get sick, you need shelter, you need climate control, you need comfort. You don't need flexibility when you get sick, you need comfort. So a nomad has flexibility here, comfort here. A house or shelter has comfort here, flexibility here. When you're elderly or sick, you need comfort, not flexibility. So the nomad life is not valuable then. Good job, Luke. If you, your family members never cared to check up on you during these crazy times, is a sign to me that family doesn't care. Well, I got a couple family members that'll probably die. God forbid if they die from the coronavirus, they'll never see me another day in my life. However, I'm going to be here for my mom. I hear you, man. Rob, I hope people chill out after all this settles down. They will, they'll forget, and they'll go back to mind-numbing life. But now's the time to bring home the message so you get reformed. Forgive me for saying the name wrong, Tuffalo. You don't have enough facts to state that. So you're just going off what you see in different news media outlets. But the facts are, we know we don't have enough respirators. The facts are, America does not manufacture most of their prescription drugs. The facts are, we don't have enough hospital beds. The facts are, we spent more in military defense and less in domestic expense. So the facts show that we take a huge level of accountability for where we're at, period. Tom, I appreciate your reporting today. Thank you. It's going to be tough shop, closed first time. I was praying for you on my drive home, man, because I've been where you're at. I love you, and I believe the best for you, man. Stay positive. Daniel, of course it's Sean's fault. You didn't listen to the facts. You're just listening to emotion. You probably voted for Trump just because you wanted people to stand for the flag. You don't listen to facts, and that's okay. We just won't vibe. James, people going nuts here in Texas. They want their guns. Well, I agree with the Second Amendment right. That shows now. They are selling guns in a majority way. I can understand that, to be fair. Brother Sam, this is scary. Look, guys, I mean, it shows the need for the Second Amendment right, so I have to be fair. I mean, I'm not a crazy gun fanatic, but I understand the need to protect yourself. And I believe that's a right, just like it's the right to have a free press or a right to kneel at the national anthem. You have that right. Okay, good job. Jason, making me feel better. Thank you, Jason. Dictionary, Luke, you're right, bro. Luke, they're trying to slow down the ability to buy guns and slowing down background checks. Well, yeah, I mean, they shouldn't slow down the checks, and mentally ill people should not have a gun. But if you have mental capacity and you're a productive person in society, can pass a test, you should be able to get a gun. That's true. Luke, you are so right, Sam. During hard times like this, really see who cares about you and who's there for you. You know what it is, Luke. You've been there, brother. Swan Auto, that's my brother. Shout to Vermont, man. Sam, I don't want to sound disrespectful to non-vegans. That's all right, man. Speak your piece. But the virus started because of an animal product. We don't know that for fact, but if that's true, I understand where you're going with it. Being cooked incorrectly in China, well, being slaughtered in China at a wet market is what I heard, but I don't know that as fact. I speak up for veganism. I'm not mad at you. I rock with my vegans, and I live a plant-based diet. I got a little flexibility for a little meat and fish because I've seen in the wild animals will kill themselves, even if humans don't kill them. But I respect and I stand with my vegans also. Because I believe it helps a lot. I do too. I believe we have to go to a more vegetarian society. So I stand with you, brother, and I appreciate you speaking up. Swan Auto and all my young people, it's time for you to speak up. If you care about vegetarian, being a vegan, speak up. If you care about Bernie Sanders, speak up. If you care about your guns, speak up. Whatever you care about, speak up, guys. Your time to lead. Good job. Dictionary. Flags are a piece of cloth. That's all they are. Used to shrink wrap the minds of people. That's a great way of saying it, Amir. Smart guy. And then used as a funeral. You're smart, man. This is coming from a veteran. I know it is. I can tell you because you're a patriot. Excellent comment, Dictionary. Excellent. With whom I love you. Good evening, Sam. Good evening to you. You know I'm a Magna. You know I love you, and I'm not mad at you being who you are. I respect you. I respect you also. Your views, I respect you also. Trump 2020, I disagree with that, but I love you. I respect you, and I want the best for you and your family. Redline Max. Sam, hearing your message that America should focus on humanistic, we should be instead of wealthy America is. This is wise. Yeah, it shows now our wealth was paper thin. It only took 1 week for our wealth to evaporate. And what are we left with? Not enough respirators, not enough healthcare, not enough infrastructure. So our wealth was an illusion. It was a Dow Jones stock ticker. That's all it was. It was not real fact. So good job, Redline Max. Thank you for that, Rob. Dave Ramsey, total hypocrite. Laughing. I'm dead free. He's a bank. Yeah, he's another guy that played the bankruptcy game. That's crazy. You know what it is, Rob. He's a full disgrace in my brain. Lost all credibility. Pluto, love you, bro. I love you also, man. Shout out to my Floridians. Luke, I really feel Nomad would work if you had an RV. It'd be a lot better right now. Yeah, I can still say 1,000 trails. They're still open. That's true. Ryan B, hello, Sam. Today was a wild day. I heard you guys had an earthquake, man. I'm praying for you guys. I got to speed read a little bit, guys, because I'm in the street past curfew. Luke, so that, yeah, I have to really look at an RV, and I am. Dictionary. No one can change you but you. Excellent comment. You're a smart guy. Jane, hello from the very quiet Seattle. Well, love and respect to everyone in Seattle. Justin, heart emoji, back to you, brother. Rob, I haven't seen one Biden supporter in person or in chats. How is he winning? I don't know. I think it's a disgrace. I think Trump was right that the Democratic Party basically scammed Bernie out of the Democratic polls. I agree. And it's a shame because I don't really think Biden's a great candidate at all. Camper Bill, hello. The factory I worked at closed and moved to China. Haven't worked there since. It's a disgrace. And we were doing a trade war, and it wasn't even about getting jobs back. It was about selling them more meat, more beef. What a disgrace, man. So good. Thank you for that comment, Tony. Rob, the healthcare insurance companies are Biden supporters. Guys, both, bottom line is, Bernie had a better idea, in my opinion. So is AOC. Steve, the 1% should pay us 1%. Guys, I'm not even worried about like taxing the rich. Every publicly traded company, 1% of their revenue is going to go into a tax fund. Everyone gets a dividend off that. Period. I'm not going to attack the wealthy people. I'm not going to attack the poor people. I'm going to say, look, we can easily share and still have the highly productive people rewarded at a higher level. But we can have a greater level of humanity, greater infrastructure. I'm not going to attack the rich. I'm not going to attack the poor. We're just going to even the system out a little bit through basic common sense. Good job. Jay, good to see you. Steve, I'm really wondering if this has anything to do with 5G. I don't know, but I know I'm going to get the Samsung 20 as soon as I can. 5G, if it's going to kill us, it's going to kill us. Nikki, Medicare for all is the only answer. In some form, yeah, I don't care what we call it. Medicare for all, universal health care, I don't care what we call it. Bottom line is government prints money, they can pay for the health care bill. Nicole, thank you, Nikki. Everything here in Washington State is closing down all throughout the country. I just traveled up and down the East Coast, and what I can tell you, that's everywhere in the country. It's so strange. Schools are at least 6 weeks closed. I heard that. Grocery stores open limited hours. I've seen that. But pretty much everything else is out. I agree with that. Thank you for the comment. Nicole, takeout food only can sit and eat. You got to just take it and go. I seen that. Thank you. Rob, I hear that about healthcare companies supporting Biden, but Illinois, guys, they support both sides. The corporations are not Republican or Democrat. They are dollar bill, y'all. So what I can tell you is let's get Wu-Tang to do the national anthem. We're going to erase the national anthem. Wu-Tang is going to do the new national anthem. It's called Cream. Cash rules everything around me. So every time we raise the flag, we're going to put the Wu-Tang symbol in the place of the stars. And we're going to sing Cash rules everything around me. When I'm the president, I'm trash canning the national anthem, and I'm trash canning the American flag. We're going to put the Wu-Tang flag up, and we're going to have the national anthem is going to now be Wu-Tang Clan Cream. Cash rules everything around me, okay? We're going to do a live performance. First time ever. Good job. From Staten Island Projects. Isaac. George Carlin, love him. I like him too somewhat. Super Shovel. Free money isn't free. Yeah, it is. We print it and we give it out to corporations. It's free. Gina, glad to see you, Sammy. Always great to see you. Shout out to Israel. Uh, Kara, Uncle Sammy, that's true. Thank you. Lulu, what do you mean? I broke it down. I broke down all facts. Buck, what's up, man? Shout out to Florida, man. Love you, brother. God bless you. Hope all is well. I hope all is well with you also, man. Love you. Staying safe. I love you, man. From the virus. Keep doing your thing, man. Working from home. Panned out luckily. Buck, God bless you, brother. It's great to see you. Thank you. I'm glad I answered your question. Thank you. Buck, see you back in Florida. Thank you, brother. Buck, for staying with me. I know it hasn't been easy. I love you, brother, and I want the best for you. Debbie, that's why I like most about you being sensible always, not trying to be perfect. Thank you. This is always an inspiration. Thank you. Glad you made the move. I'm doing the best I can. Thank you. You know that. I appreciate that, Debbie. Real deal. 2009 H1N1 virus confirmed, and then he gives a breakdown of the estimates. Real deal. No panic, no buying, everything else. During that time, we didn't have a shutdown like we have, so something's different. Something went wrong. Thank you, though, for the comment. LA girl, when Trump was asked today about poor people not being able to get the test, he said, well, that's the story of life. I heard that. It's shameful and sickening, but he's the leader. He should be doing something about that. He's been in office now for 4 years. And what he just said 3 months ago was that the country's strongest it's ever been. Economy, its greatest ever been. In 5 days, it all collapsed. Guys, it's like when Bush, when the whole system collapsed under him. Hey, guys, look, we're going to have to vote for Hillary to build it back up. I know some people got pissed at that. That's all right. David, hey, girl, yes. Be the builder sock fund. Thank you, brother. I got one sock left, man. I got to do laundry. I got to get sleep. Right, me? Yeah, man, my case was wobbling at 7 a.m. I'm sorry, man. You guys are going through a lot, man. Hang in there, Utah. I love you, Ryan. Hang in there, brother. Abraham, what's up, man? How are you doing, Sam? I'm doing the best I can, man. I hope you and your family are doing good also. Swan, you know I love you. Just got the Miata oil change. Good job, Swan. I may have to go back up to the Vermont mountaintops, brother. I love you, man. You stay positive, Swan. Jay, it's definitely the worst time to be in the streets. You got to be careful out there, guys, because it's just a little bit nasty because, you know, people have a little bit of edge. Jay, watch yourself. Yeah, watch your back, man. Like my man BVT used to say, I know he's a big Trump guy. Keep your head on a swivel, man. Greedy. Just let the strong people work the jobs, go out. Let the computers do it. Okay, bottom line is we're letting the computers do it now. We let the computers do the stock market. We let Google have a coronavirus website. Let the computers do all the work. Everyone's going to get a dividend off the stock market. Right, me? Over 3,000 cases in New York. It's insane. It's going to multiply at a fast rate. That's what they project. The last projection I heard, when it's all said and done, there's going to be anywhere from 1 to 3 million people infected and a 1 to 3% death rate of that. So approximately, let's say worst case scenario, what they're projecting, I don't know if it's true or not, is 3 million people infected, 300,000 deaths when it's all said and done. Will that be more or less? I don't know. It's just a projection. It's not fact. Self-respect and speak your truth. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that comment, Vast, and I know I'm speed reading, but it's a little bit late here, guys, but I'm trying to read the gist of your comment. Thank you, Vast. Gilbert, Sammy, hope everything's good. Shout out to Queens, man. I hope you've been doing pretty good and doing the best I can. I hope the same for you. Good 3 weeks at Walmart, guys. Right now, Walmart workers, truck drivers, healthcare workers, IT workers, people on the front lines in society, Wawa, gas stations, all these people on the front lines, man, respect to you. Snow Dog, I'm in New Jersey, Sam. Shout out to you. The cops came to my vehicle and asked me what I want to do. I told them I was homeless for tonight, and they told me just to stay safe. Snow Dog, man, you already know I got love for you, brother, and I appreciate you sharing that, man. Love to you, man. Love to those cops for just letting it be, man. Love to you. Gilbert, glad to see you up this time. I'll go to work at 4 a.m. Stay strong, brother. Stay healthy. You know I love you, Gilbert. Thank you, man, for reminding me of hydrating. Nikki, right, I'm not married to the term, just the concept. You get it, you're a smart woman. You're flexible. Swan, that's right. I'm sorry. I slightly forgot how it started, but I remembered it being animal related. You got it, brother. I like that you spoke up. We never know all the truth. All we know is somewhat, but I respect that you spoke your piece, man. And you make a good point. Gilbert, everyone stay safe. I agree with this. This too shall pass. Plant-based, lots of fruits and vegetables. Good job, Gilbert. And Fincy, 1999, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, Sam? Bless you and your travels. Thank you, brother, for all your love and support. Gilbert, hit that thumbs up, people. I appreciate that. Jennifer, where are you now? Jersey. Just got on. I'm late. I'm in Jersey, going to see my mom. Thank you, Jennifer. Great to see you. Woohoo, you know I love you. Much love to you and your mom. Also to you and your family. You are a wise man. You're a great woman. You are insightful, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you also. Stay safe and healthy in this outbreak. Same to you. You have a nurse as a friend. Well, thank you. I'll never date a nurse again, but I appreciate a nurse. I respect a nurse. Thank you. Steve. Oh, Steve, I'm sorry, brother. Forgive me, Steve, because I know on my laptop my battery died, so I'm just going off my phone. I didn't see the super chat, so forgive me for not acknowledging quick enough. Vegan wellness care package. Steve, thank you. Hope you're still in here. And forgive me, brother, because all I got now is my phone, and that's dying. My laptop died. I haven't charged my electronics all day. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everyone who tipped me. I don't take it for granted, and I thank you. Thank you. Free to be me. Neos Snap Fingers. Good to see you, brother. Nikki. My observation is the numbers of COVID uh, uh, cases double every 48 hours. Yeah, that's what they say. It's like a doubling compounding effect. Chris, we've been getting a lot of earthquakes here in North Cali this past week. Another possible problem might be brewing. Well, you guys are definitely on a fault line, but Mother Nature may be trying to tell us something. That's true. Gilbert, how long have you been? How long you going to be here, Sammy? I don't know, man. I'm thinking weeks or so to evaluate. I don't know, man. I got to play it day by day right now. But I just want to make a good decision. I just want to. My mom's not. I just got to be there for my mom a little bit. I got to make sure she's okay. I got to see how the country's doing, and then I'll decide. Steve, thank you, Steve, for understanding, brother. Believe me, no disrespect, and I thank you. Gilbert, love you, brother. I love you also, man. Love to you and your family. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving a comment. Thank you for the tips. Thank you for the thumbs up. Do the best you can, guys and girls. And remember, change always starts with looking in the mirror, not at looking at another country. However, not isolating ourselves from other countries, because we're all humanity, okay? Whether you're in China, we all have different philosophies. Those are to be debated. But we're all humanity, okay? And we can't forget that, all right? God bless you. Stay positive.